This is going to be fun. Just going to hang in there and just check that my audio is working, not too echoey or anything dumb like that. This is going to be fun. Just going to hang in there and just check that my audio is working. Okay, I think we're perfect. Alright, let's play this game. So I have applied some patches. And how much of this should I skip? Oh, I forgot something important here. Al-Islam's telling us stuff. I would like to be able to improve my zoom a teensy bit. Telling us, but I don't want to cause really stupid sprite interpolation type stuff. Okay. The other thing I need to do is figure out Ramza's name. It's going to be kind of weird here, so FFWiki Shikari, and so what I'm doing here, you can see my sidebar on the right, that Ramza is going to be Ferris, and that's going to be a thief. I thought the best equivalent from FF12 classes was Shikari, which is kind of like the knife master or the hunter in some cases. So, Shikari. Shikari's sign is what? Pisces. And the Pisces dates are Pisces. What are the dates? Come on now, just tell me the dates. Astrology. Pisces astrology. So what are the dates associated? Somewhere I remember getting all of these in a convenient format. Probably on the Final Fantasy wiki. February 20th to March 20th. So we're going to make his birthday March 1st. Except he's Ferris, so he might be a little bit female. I'm honestly not sure. I didn't change the dialogue, but I did take a crack at changing his gender. Look at that outfit after all. That's something. Things are a little bit uncertain here. Not to play into the stereotypes, but... Okay, please tell me your name. And birthday. In air quotes. We will be Ferris. I'll probably still say Ramza throughout, because I can't commit. We're going to be March 1st. I think that makes sense. I think that jives with the other things I've done here. Okay. Audio only plays while I have the focus. That's an interesting feature. Let me just see if there's a reason for that. No, okay, interesting. I would like to skip the intro video. Is anyone going to be bothered if I skip the intro video? You can go watch it on YouTube. I'd just like to play the game. I'm probably only going to get to like 3 battles tonight, right? Skipping. This first battle is not a real battle. So, I did a little bit of testing on the first few battles just to make sure my hacks applied, and I have to tell you I'm very impressed with the Final Fantasy Tactics hacking community. I mean, it's a good one. I think everyone who looks into hacking communities knows that, but some of the guides to getting your own custom characters in this game, their writing is almost foolproof. It was really easy to make the changes I wanted to make in this game. I'm generally super impressed. The changes were subtle. I changed basically the starting party. What else did I change? Oh, I changed every single battle with a guest, more or less, everything I could find. so that they would be a chemist, so that guests that are allies of mine will be chemists. And there's a reason for that. I'm not using chemists, but I have access to the item command, and basically I wanted a way to use spillover JP to gain things. But also I didn't want those party members to be Thunder Stealers and party members who broke the mold of the Knight, Thief, White Mage, Black Mage dynamic I've been playing with. No changes to the translation or anything, so this will be fun. I haven't played this version of this game in quite a long time. I never played the PSP War of the Lions, but I've enjoyed the iOS version of War of the Lions. And the thing that takes some getting used to, I realize now, is when you're used to being able to free rotate in the battles to whatever angle you prefer, the PlayStation version seems quite limited. I enjoyed that feature. Confirmation that Agrius is beautiful. You wouldn't be able to tell, especially if you like noses. We don't really need to pay too much attention to this battle. I mean, it might be kind of cool if Ramza has a steal ability and we can steal something. But it's kind of hard to lose. It's possible, but hard to lose. There's no real point to that. Arguably the best thing we could do is guild taking, because that'll carry over to the real game. He doesn't really say why that's impossible, does he? There were other games I had talked about playing, but this one was all set up, and the changes I wanted to make were small and subtle compared to Final Fantasy 2 and 4. 4 especially I want to play, but that's probably the largest scale hack so far, so yeah. Good teamwork, Holy Knight and Dark Knight. Sometimes these guys have pretty useful abilities, like a little bit of black magic or something. Note that a little bit of black magic isn't an actual named ability, like it actually is in Final Fantasy 12. Which sounds silly, but it's true. Oh man, Ramza's gonna die, and then I won't be doing anything. That'll be stupid. Oh man, Ramza's actually gonna die. Imagine if I lose this battle. We're not gonna blame me, are we? That would be fun. Oh, good. Ramza's gonna live a little bit. Thanks, Rad. You can see this particular battle is an exception to that thing with the guests are always chemists thing. Because I mean, this is just designed for you to win, basically. This is probably where Ramza is going to get the most of that base class JP for that matter. Ramza's still probably going to die, but at least this time he stole some gil. Oh, nice. Barry! Steady sword. Use steady sword. It is possible to actually lose here. It is possible. I've seen it as someone's April Fool's joke or something. I think it's really unlikely. That was cool. Is that Oh, good. Gavgarian has the white magic command. That's cool. Thought it was going to be Cure or something. It's still quite funny. And the very idea of using Shell in this battle is also funny. I've had different luck. I told you I'd play tested the first couple battles of this a few times. You're a magician, I'm gonna smash you. But I've had very different luck on this battle and the next battle between, you know, I've done this one about 3 times, I've done the second battle at least twice. I didn't do extensive playtesting because this is a very personal and very minor operation. I'm looking at that sidebar thing thinking I should have moved those 16-bit sprites over a tiny bit, but eh. You won't be able to do anything, Alicia. Very different luck in the second battle, but we'll get a look at that in a minute. I'll try not to ruin it. Oh, it'll be less than a minute. Rad's gonna finish things up here. Good job, Rad. The flower rewriting in War of the Lions, in some ways I kind of like it. There are a lot of lines that are better in the original. What an annoying princess is pretty funny. But then there's this famous thing here, this, don't blame me, don't blame us, blame yourself or God. The way it's rewritten in War of the Lions sounds quite different. You can see I'm wearing my stud puffin shirt. That's pretty good. I got some nice new jammas. Sorry, jammas is how we say pajamas in this household. Nice new jammas for Christmas. These are what I had for today. It was kind of cool actually because I'm going to do a little bit of completely legitimate fast forward here to get by the little money part. Watch this little money thing here. I had no jobs. Little money. That's on fast forward. That's just how that is. Anyway, my kids were all wearing penguin pajamas today, so I thought it was pretty cool that I could wear my puffin pajamas. I feel like someone's awake in my house. I didn't just get pajamas for Christmas. Actually, most of the stuff I got was related to the Switch. I got a Nintendo Switch. I got an extra Joy-Con thing, which is basically... Oh, what? That was fun. Basically so that my whole family could play games. And interesting watching the animations there. The knight not moving, for example. That's quite funny. There's reasons for that. Because I changed my default party. So that's Bart's there, standing disrespectfully facing the wrong way. I hadn't noticed that before. That's quite amusing. Ready your swords. Many of you cannot wield swords, but do it anyway. I'm gonna save over my default save here. Okay. This first battle is gonna be wonky. I had trouble setting Ferris's default class. So Ferris is gonna kinda sit this battle out. Kinda. He's gonna be there. I'll just put them on AI runaway. Because they have to be a squire for this battle. There was a lot of things I was able to change. I'm sure I could find a way to change it, but it would be inconvenient. There's so many good patching utilities, the spreadsheets you can use, developed by the FF Tactics community. I think it was one of Raven's spreadsheets I used to change some of Ramses' default properties. Very useful stuff. Some of it is intuitive, at least to me, and much of it is well explained. The guide that John wrote years ago about adding in your custom character, I didn't do custom characters really, but it was still quite helpful for changing the default party. So I was impressed at how easy it was to successfully hack Final Fantasy Tactics. Something I've looked at before but never done. I've looked at it. I get interested in hacking and hacking tools. I've perused the spreadsheets before a few times, actually. Okay, Ramza is going, or Ferris is going to be on Run Like a Rabbit. And then I'll just play the rest of this normally. How do I change the view? There is a way to do that, right? Oh, not that. Oh, it might be like L2 and R2. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of useful-ish. Stand here and block hits. You... stand here and deliver hits. She has shell by default, that's not very useful. Then again, JP, not referring to some person named JP, but gaining job points. I'm not going to do it this turn. Don't patronize me. Man, what a funny translation this game. Surrender or die in obscurity. That's one of those lines that I feel like I should be using with my students, and like one person would get it in the class, and it would be quite amusing to me. Oh, I killed the chemist. That's worthwhile. What are you gonna do, Delita? Something useful? No. Okay, cool. You get a shot at the well-defended knight. It went well. Good for you. Well-defended knight, I think you might just want to swat at her. It'll work out. He's still pretty strong. I mean, it's one of those things, kind of like my last playthrough. It seemed like a big advantage up front. The nature of the playthrough was at an advantage in the early going, certainly. Almost throughout, maybe in that case. Yeah, not a bad idea. I can get shelled. So here, I'm playing with fewer party members than you would normally have access to, unless of course you forget that you can scroll through your party members because you didn't read the manual, like most people. Oh, Striker, indeed, Striker. Because that was a thing. The first couple times I played through this game, I was like, this game is impossible. What's wrong with me? And kind of later realized you can add more than the default characters to your party. Maybe I should have swatted at her again. I don't know. Oh. Political intrigue. They really aren't very strong. These people have kind of default equipment relevant to their job, but nothing overpowered. Well, nothing that's supposed to be overpowered. Anyway, normally you would only have squires and chemists for this battle, but in this case I have a little bit more than that. What number do you have here? You are 4th out of 10. I can kill you if I do this. So by having advanced jobs, this is actually a little easier than normal. Not that that was meant to be a hard battle for the people who knew about the shoulder buttons. I'm using my Super Nintendo style controller, so I actually don't have my L2 and R2. I don't expect that to be much of an issue. Should I go through the tutorial? How much do I hate you, is the question. The cursor is very finicky on the save screen for some reason. I wonder if other people have had that experience. Okay, change job. You are a thief, and you will remain a thief forever. Oh, got battle boots, okay. Delita, should you be a naked chemist? Probably. Maybe I'll do this. Okay, abilities. They're allowed to learn item. I was kind of hemming and hawing over whether they're allowed other chemist abilities, and I'm thinking they should not be allowed other chemist abilities. I'll want Phoenix down and Potion on probably everyone. And you're a thief. So you should probably have some kind of thief ability. We'll use Guild Taking. And we're going to set you item. And that will probably be it for a good while. You are a knight. You've got the perfect 2 abilities. You can't learn anything. And that's it. You are a priest. Got less relevant abilities, but whatever. And your only action ability is Shell. We probably want you to no cure. And finally, Lena also knows kind of suboptimal abilities, but hopefully we'll be able to fix that eventually. We could round her out with Ice, or we could save up for something really good. There's no real big advantages to Ice. Except maybe against goblins. So I think we'll just skip it and hold out for a level 2 spell. Then we got Delita the Chemist. I think it might be against the spirit of this challenge to get up anything else. So let's keep it like that. You'll notice I took care, just like I picked Ramses' birthday as March 1st. The zodiac signs correspond to whatever is associated with that job in the zodiac age, because that was the best I could do to getting them. The Final Fantasy V characters, for example, don't have birthdays. So we got Bartz, Ferris, Kryl, Lena. And Ferris is actually, she's got Ramses' typical dual growths. I don't know why I'm saving again, whatever. And Ramses should count as a female, but we'll see if I did that correctly or not. It also might not work. I sort of know what I'm doing some of the time. Oh. I can see a couple fixes I want to do to that sidebar image thing. I become a fine thief, Ferris, is actually what's going to happen. Should change my stream title here. Slightly more descriptive. Okay, what were we doing here? Maybe I should have gone shopping. I have a little bit of money. But I don't think there's anything good available yet. Okay, we got real capabilities now. You see, I only have the 4 members. I eliminated the extraneous party members from my default party. I wonder how this will go. Isn't there an option I can pick such that if August dies I lose? That might be a little bit tough to pick. Which one is the right thing to say? Does it matter? I think our duty is to destroy the Death Core. Death Corpse. I like using auto battle in this game. I think it's interesting. I think there's ways to use it intelligently. Especially, some battles get boring, or you know, you get to a point where victory is nearly guaranteed. Oh, okay, you're a naked chemist, aren't you? And you just want the AI to kind of wrap it up if they can. So. How's it going, Algus? Having a good fight? Argath Thadalfath. That's what he's called officially now, remember that. Wow, imagine if I could get those guys entirely within a fire spell, that'd be pretty sweet. Not set up very well for it, though. Maybe I can lure them by showing them a knight's back. Not as stupid as it sounds, I think. Anything useful we can do here? Not really. Let's just hold out. Why are they all going that way? He's not using my potions, is he? I think he is. Who we got watching? Okay. This is not really any better. We can gain a JP by throwing a potion on Algus, but I might end up regretting that decision. Yeah, I have 4 potions. Let's leave it. And this is before everyone learns how to counter, so that's nice. If I cast fire here, I think I will get people in the spell. Oh no, okay, I can do this. That looks satisfying. We should do that. Yeah, turn order agrees. Okay, here we go. Begin the reign of destruction. There's no real reason to do that other than hopefully gain some JP. Yeah, golly. That's gonna make the first couple battles much easier than they normally are. Just the first couple. By the time we get to Dorder, I'm gonna be crying, so... That little grunt I just gave was thinking about Dorder. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Really? That's what you're gonna do? You are going to punch the squire in the head. You guys are special. You guys are special in every battle you participate in. And that's the guy that Algus decked earlier for 3 damage. Either that or he gained a level, but I think he's the guy that Algus decked for 3 damage. Alright. Can you kill one of these guys? Yes, you can. So far the Knight's the MVP, that's kind of interesting. I would call that atypical. Some people might not. Oh, well. Good job, Nigel. You earned it. It's fun watching the enemies level up, eh? Oh, Nigel. Abusing my kindness. So I was talking earlier about getting a switch. Got a switch. Who do I kill? Nigel? Oh, I'll kill that panther. Got a switch. Pretty happy about that. I thought if I were to think something useful about the decision, it's kind of funny for me to get the Switch with the proportion of how much I play video games as opposed to my children using my video game systems. You can see I'm being all useful here. I'm gonna need a Dorder. Remember Dorder? Oh, Nigel, you're gonna do it again, aren't you? It's even worse, he's gonna kill her. Okay, we have to get rid of Nigel. Just thinking of having him join the team. So I got a Switch. I got Mario Odyssey and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then a couple days later I couldn't resist just buying something. And so I bought Marvel Superheroes 2. That might not have been the right choice in retrospect. I've only played a little bit of it. And honestly, I'm a little underwhelmed compared to LEGO Avengers, which I really enjoyed. In part because LEGO Avengers was really sweet, 2-player with the gamepad. I don't want to waste Phoenix Downs on this, but maybe that's the right thing to do, because I can't exactly get to Nigel. Is she just going to die right away? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Playing a 2-player Lego-style game on the gamepad was actually pretty sweet, because my son would play on the gamepad, and he would have the view on the gamepad, and I would have the view on the TV. It was a pretty neat way to do things. Yeah, let's get rid of Algus. Take that, Delita. Oh, do I lose? Oh, good. Okay. That was gonna be shit. So I've enjoyed past LEGO games, but it's kind of funny. The LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 defaults to split screen with 2 players, and I mean, the whole reason I play that game is to play with someone else. And it's funny because, first of all, I was a little bit spoiled by the nature of LEGO games on the Wii U. But also because some of the older games, I think LEGO Batman and LEGO Pirates, at least one of them, for some reason I was really into LEGO games at the time when those were coming out. They had this mode where it was single screen when the characters were close together, and would go into split screen when they moved apart. That was such a good way of doing it, and I was kind of missing from the new game, and it hurt my feelings. So there's that. That, and I really... This is going to sound weird. I've never played Skyrim at all, and I thought, getting the Switch with this new version of Skyrim that seems to have people excited, even though it's the same game, from my understanding, is something I was interested in. I really want to play Skyrim, but, you know, you've seen how I play games. I get a couple hours here and there, and a lot of the time I'm playing with my kids, and I'm not sure Skyrim is built for that. I'd really like to get, and I still intend to get, either Skyrim or Breath of the Wild for kind of an open world fix. I don't know where to go. I really want to play Skyrim. I'm sure I'll also enjoy Zelda. Zelda's easier to play with the kids, but Skyrim is more what I want. Open world, kind of a character development thing. I could go for that. And I really wanted it the day when I picked up Marvel Superheroes. And then I got Marvel Superheroes, so figure that out. That might not have been the most straightforward choice. We don't have any ability to, like, improve things, do we? We don't have any ability to improve things, I ask, yes. What I really want here is potions, I guess. Some of these will be good, too. That's a bit aggressive. Okay. And I wouldn't mind another random in Mandalia Plains. Because Dorder. Anyway, I was gonna look for opinions. I might end up soliciting on Twitter via poll or something. But what should I prioritize in terms of my Switch gaming? We already beat Mario Odyssey and we got 450 moons or so. So it's great fun. It's good. Mario Kart is more something we can do together, not something I have particular ambitions attached to. Got Marvel Superheroes too. So what's next? Should I get Skyrim or should I get Breath of the Wild? And with Breath of the Wild, should I consider the Wii U version over the Switch version? Because there was a thing when Twilight Princess came out where people insisted that the GameCube version was the real version and that it was the preferred version, but in the case of Twilight Princess, that was just a funny case, right? Because the Wii U and the regular Wii and the GameCube had fairly similar hardware. I haven't played through a new Zelda game in a long time. I didn't touch Skyward Sword. Didn't even watch it or anything. It didn't grab me, and it sounds like it didn't grab a lot of people. I played through a lot of Wind Waker. I played through about half of Twilight Princess and just kind of got derailed. That happens a lot. These things I always finish at least, so these ridiculous, weird, slightly weird Twitch playthroughs. I wonder if anyone would describe Zalbag as a particularly memorable character, besides the fact that his name has bag in it. Just sounds strange, right? Zalbag. Maybe it's because I was in like grade 9 or 10 when this game came out, but all I can think of is like Zalbag sucks the bag or something like that. I was classy. Then there's this weird wind thing. But Zalbag's interesting, you know, he's a friendly character. He clearly does things in the party's, in Ramza's best interests. They have disagreements. A lot of his best moments are kind of off camera from the party's point of view. And he doesn't get enough exposure in the game to be, in my opinion, especially memorable. But then he's got Bag in his name. If my name was Kyle Bag, everyone would remember me. They would say, "Remember Kyle Bag?" And everyone would say, "Yeah, dude has Bag in his name." That's how it would go. So here we have goblins. We'll see if I regret not getting ice. I don't think I'm gonna regret it. This one's good music. I like this one. There's a YouTube channel I've been following a little bit. It's not really following. I don't sit there and watch YouTube all day. But 8-Bit Music Theory, really quite neat. My favorite one was How to Write a Song from the Mega Man 2 soundtrack. And it's funny how he shows how similar the various musics from Mega Man 2. I mean, they're good, and he talks about the differences, but there's so much they have in common and so little apparent freedom taken with the soundtrack for Mega Man 2, which is an iconic soundtrack, right? I enjoy that a great deal. I would like to see some discussion of music like this one, but I don't know. Maybe there's nothing especially memorable about this music either, and it's just me. If I get here, can I target the goblin? Probably. I'm just spinning like crazy to disorient you. Ah, good, it's not poisonous. I wasn't sure about that. So many choices at the end of every round in this game. Like, you choose unit or panel. That doesn't exist in Tactics Advanced. They simplified the combat there quite a bit. Basically by having almost every action be in... Oh, why did I do that? Why did I target those squares? That was dumb. I didn't even think about the turn order. See, I need it to be simplified. I need instantaneous actions. I'm going to have a spell go off that has no target, is what's going to happen. Unless that panther's really stupid. No, it's not that stupid. Nothing. But then the facing matters to such a great extent in this game, which is kind of funny. I didn't look at my abilities at all lately. Oh well. Probably got a couple new chemist abilities. Not for the chemists, but because of the chemists. Always happy to see, like I complained about Algus punching people in the head, but I'm glad about it. Will I be able to attack from there? No. But here, yes. Teamwork, Algus, teamwork. Ooh, your hit points are a little low. What are the turn orders on these? 6. So everyone here would have moved by the time my spell would go off. Right? Do I get in before that Panther? Proteus. Prudamuna. The poor person who had to localize these things. Who's Prudamuna? This bomb is. So I could target this bomb. Let's do that. A little bit of terrain control and a little bit of shared healing. What a wonderful idea. If my name was Prudamuna, you would remember me for that too. When someone said, "Hey man, do you know Prudamuna?" You would say, "Yes. Dude's name is Prudamuna." You remember things like that. There were kind of, this is a story that might not go over that well, but I'm going to tell the story anyway, because it's on my mind now. When I was in high school, so the age I was talking about a short bit ago, there were really, in my grade, only 2 people named Kyle. And, well, I guess we both have pretty common last names. Nothing exotic. But the other Kyle was pretty openly and pretty apparently gay. And so people would talk about, like, "Hey, do you know Kyle's gay?" Or no, it would be more like, "Kyle, do you know Kyle? Kyle who's gay?" "Yeah, I guess so." They'd be talking about me, but they wouldn't know. I'm not gay. That story was told worse than it even was, and it was already a bad story, so that's interesting, right? Oh, they got some evasion. Who's more annoying? The bomb is the most annoying, then the panther, I guess, so let's deal with the panther. Got a really bad Zodiac with that panther, apparently. Turn order. Hien and Towers are in front of me. You're Hien. Who's Towers? Not the panther. Okay. So we can get rid of the panther now if we want. Anyway, people would assume that that I was gay Kyle because there was only 2 Kyles and everyone knew one of the 2 Kyles. Yeah. I was kind of friends with the other Kyle. We had friends in common. Strong, but not gonna break things, so that's good. There's Towers. The bite sound effect is quite off. He's taking out Algus for me. That's great. That'll save me some trouble later. I'm glad it deleted it, just walk up and use a Phoenix down. If I use Cure on this square, does it also target the surface of the goo? No. Yes, the goo. Worth it. To not have to move when I'm targeting a Cure spell right there, I mean. I can't get there in time. What's your turn order? You're number 2. Okay, so this probably isn't gonna... No. So, I don't know if this playthrough is actually going to end up staying as interesting or more interesting than a regular playthrough. Final Fantasy Tactics has had an awful lot of challenge play for a long time. People playing with a single character with a single class and such. It's not going to be on that level. I hope it won't be as, boring as that. I don't know if that's even boring. Because I've never done it, and I don't know that I intend to, because it sounds boring. It sounds grindy, and yet they have rules about not grinding, so... yeah. Why don't you use a potion on this knight, basically for the purpose of gaining JP? Your friend Bart's. So parts of this are going to be hard. I think that there's enough change in the play style that this will still have a little bit of interest to it. That's my hope. Oh, that's going to be a problem. I think this might be my best shot. Because the goblin's got 3 move. He can still come at me, but it'll have to do a forward shot. So I got 5% evasion. No, it didn't work. But I think seeing the synergy of these classic classes, as I've labeled them, stands to carry some interest. Hopefully. And there might not be much synergy. Oh, we're going to have very limited access to movement abilities. We're going to have basically none. So there's that. Oh, you don't have any MP. Okay. It'll be fun using certain abilities that I would almost never normally find use for. Counter magic and whatnot. We'll be begging for Regenerator to kick in. Ooh, an X potion. That's nice and early. Not going to do me any good for a while. Yeah, there's a way to get a little bit of MP back. That's a bonus. And here's the big payoff. Yeah, why don't we do it? Or we're just going to use a couple items to gain a little bit of quick JP. Every little bit counts in these early stages, right? At some point in this playthrough, we're likely to have mastered everything this team can master. And I think that'll be a satisfying feeling, because in the normal playthrough, you don't really get that so much. Trying to max out a character is just a stupid process. You don't have the MP to cast another one of your spells. Free JP. Oh, 12 gil. That was so worthwhile. Ooh. Now we're gonna lose. This is one of those points where, you know, it might start making sense to put on auto battle that I was talking about earlier. You get frustrated at how long the battle's taken, and you just know, given enough time, it'll settle. I'm gonna draw it out a little bit. Oh, interesting. Ramza made a girl noise. That's encouraging. That sounded weird. That's a legitimate thing that I said, though. Ramza making girl noise is interesting because I tried changing his gender to female because he's Ferris, and I want this game to be as confusing as possible. So, yeah. I don't know why I didn't just do that myself. It was time to end the battle. All of the characters with unique sprites were face down in the sledge. That's pretty cool. Let's pay attention to abilities for a little bit. Nothing to do there. You are a thief. Want to learn how to do something thiefy? Caution could kind of be useful. Gilgame Heart would be dumb. Getting 12 gil every time I'm attacked. Secret Hunt, not really useful yet. Steel Heart is often useful. That could actually be pretty good for Dorter. Maybe I'll give that a shot. You got nothing there. But you can learn a break, or you can learn Weapon Guard. What might... I honestly think Weapon Guard is best for now, because having a reaction ability is actually, you know, useful. Fairly unique in these circumstances. It's only 5% extra evasion, but whatever. Okay, Priesty. Do you have any Chemist, JP? Not enough to do anything useful with. I resent being called Priesty. I'm gonna save up for Raise. And Wizardy. You can learn Poison. You know, that's not purposeless if I were to get that, because that's a status you can set over and over. A good way to gain JP on a weakened enemy. I don't think it's what I want to do, though. It's fast. Fast spells are nice. I think I'd rather have a level 2 spell first. That poison spell is going to end up being useful at some point, but now is not that time. Rams is only level 2. Let's also go shopping again and see if we can get into a random battle before I can go lose in Dorter. There's a little bit of equipment here. We might give that some consideration, actually. That makes a difference-ish. I didn't realize Alga still had his gear on. He shouldn't have his gear on. Alrighty. Okay, and I'm sincerely kind of hoping that I get into a random. I don't know if there's new knight equipment maybe over in Igros Castle. Should I go for it? I think I'll go for it. Hey, new stuff. Oh, that evasion's actually likely pretty handy. Yes, I do want to put one back, whatever that means. Huh. We will sell clothes. Perfect. Okay, we don't have a lot of money now. Good setup, though, kinda. Okay, I guess we should walk towards our doom. Let's see how that goes. Good, a random. Oh, except that we won't get any chemist JP for this. We'll just put it on auto battle and I'll go get a drink. I don't need to. I have my cup. Yeah, the random battle music. Some of it is kind of weird. This doesn't really make me think of medieval warfare. Maybe it's just me. I don't even know what I'm fighting yet. Oh, what the hell? That was sticky keys activating on my PlayStation. What am I fighting? Oh, not very much. Okay. What? What's wrong with that? You deserved it. What? This game is almost as stupid as Final Fantasy II. You can do something useful. I read an enjoyable... What's that guy's name? Peter or something? Someone from Polygon. And he had a 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy list that was all of the numbered, non-subtitled Final Fantasy games ordered best to worst. And there were opinions I shared and others that I thought were kind of crazy, and I kind of liked the opinions that were crazy, but some of them were crazy. Some of them were pretty out there. Trying to think what parts were weird. Final Fantasy VIII was ranked above the other two games on PlayStation, which I know some people actually believe that, but those people are nutbars. What else was unusual about it? Oh, I'm surprised that worked. There were a few very strange choices for sure. They ranked Final Fantasy XIV twice for some reason. They ranked it under Final Fantasy XIV and under A Realm Reborn separately. And, you know, that's quite strange because there is no Final Fantasy XIV anymore. It vanished and turned into A Realm Reborn. They canceled that game. They made it so that it didn't exist anymore. The game's just gone. You can't play it if you want to. Can he get next to Ramza? Oh, good, he can't. Okay. Ooh. Big crit man on campus. That guy's level 4 while Ramza started this battle at level 2. 4 and 5 in the turn order. Yeah, we can do this. Other things about that ranking, they were kind of funny. They ranked FF1 pretty low, which I don't disagree with. It was Final Fantasy 13 was the worst one was Final Fantasy 14 before A Realm Reborn. So why'd they even include that? Then I believe they had Final Fantasy 2, which, you know, most people kind of agree is the worst in the series. Hi, Needy Cat. Then what? Nice. And then after Final Fantasy 14, 2, they had 13 and then 1. They had 15 above 10, which was kind of an unusual choice. They had 10 quite low, 10 lower than 8, which is unusual. Most of the people who find a lot of appeal in 8 find that appeal is better in 10, I think. If I were to argue a reason to play 10, I think you would find that there's no reason to play 8. Don't know how to phrase exactly what I'm thinking, but possibly the thing that you could say is done best in 8 is the relationships between characters, to which I say 10 does it better. That's kind of what I'm getting at. You could say that the nature of the freedom of overpowering your characters using strange setups is very appealing in Final Fantasy VIII. But that's also very possible in 7, more so, and with more kind of synergy between the options that are overpowering, and not just the nature of everything in the game being overpowering, whether you take advantage of it or not. Oh. I wish I didn't move. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII had a lot of weird plot twists. If you were to even call them that, it was just like, everything just kept being Deus Ex Machina, Deus Ex Machina. It was just very, very strange, very... Like, if I wrote it in grade 3, I would have thought it was a masterwork, but I didn't. Why are you coming close to me? Go away. You're just a charmed goblin. You're not a real member of the team. Yeah, and then Final Fantasy VIII, the other thing is, I dislike this. Some people would probably think it's awesome. But the way that you can survive in time compression is by believing in the power of love and friendship. I really don't like I'm all for love. I think that love is a pretty grand thing and everyone should do some love. But when the day is saved by love, I find that repulsive. Stupid, lazy. Repulsive might be a good word. I think you can come up with something better than the day is saved by love, unless you are the writer for Transformers Robots in Disguise. I wonder why this charmed goblin isn't more suspicious about me picking its pockets repeatedly. Guys? Guys? Why do you keep stealing my money? I'm trying to help you win this battle. By the way, all of our opponents are dead. Hitting a goblin in the face backfired. I wonder at what point we'll start getting actual stat boosts. The stats are in very small quantities in this game. So, you know, you got like a speed of 6 and it doesn't go up very much. A physical attack power of 3 and magic of 5. It takes a few levels to gain points in these things. Yeah, I would have put 8 much lower. 8 is one of my least favorite games. I literally gave away my copy of 8. Oh, I should turn off my stupid splash as long as we're talking. Yeah, I gave away my copy of 8 to someone who said they wanted it. That's all you need to do to get things from me is say you want them. No mind games. Eight would have been lower. I like 10. I like 7. I have a feeling I would have a hard time going back to 7 right now in my life. There's a lot of good things about it. It could use a remake, but probably not the kind of remake anyone's gonna get, because I think that there's a company that likes making games like this one that no longer understands what made them great at all. You are actually the highest level among them. You just hang out. And there was kind of a golden era, right? Like they had, from the very beginning, these were fantasy games with a high-tech element. No, it's getting a remake. It's not going to be the right remake. There's no question in my mind that it's not going to be the right remake. Maybe I should stop screwing around and let this wrap up. You two can do it. He's not even gonna try to oh, okay. Well, I thought they might squander a little bit of time, but I kind of thought he might take the action to go kill that goblin. Maybe I'll just end up doing it with Cryo anyway. Or that's Lena, isn't it? The black mage is Lena. Yeah. Let's just bonk this person on the head again. That seems to be working out pretty well for me, bonking people on the head. I like 10. I like 7. I don't like 8. I like 9, but I don't think... I think 9 ranks somewhere very middle-ish for me. It doesn't like attacking Charm unless it's about to fade. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Just like the AI would never attack a... I was going to say never attack a sleeping target, but don't they? This is getting stupid. Oh man, now he's going to prolong it even more. I don't know. I find auto battle interesting, but let's wrap this up. Good, we killed 2 people. Killing 2 people is better than killing 1. I still really like Final Fantasy 1, but I I don't have much of a problem admitting that. It's probably a nostalgia thing. And a familiarity thing. I think that's... I don't know if I would say there's value in that, really, but... Should I buy that stupid piece of armor? Like, I am dreading Dorter. I never played 13-2. Now I don't want another random battle, so I got a bit of a double standard going here. Why not? And maybe we want to do something like this, because that's fun to mess around with. You get raise. That's wonderful. Protect is also nice, why not? And Wizard Friend. You get a level 2 spell of some sort. Usually Bolt is a good choice because it's stronger in a lightning storm. Where fire is weaker in a lightning storm and ice is neutral, so resistances aside, it pretty much always makes sense to go for lightning first. The tutorial hallway. No, that wasn't the tutorial hallway. That was the game. Look at that, I made it. I should try Dorter, right? I should stop being a coward. Wondered if I had a soft lock or something there for a second. This is one of those ones where Ramza appears in a random location no matter what. I'm gonna try and put the wizard up the wall. I don't really care where the priest goes. The knight may as well be forward. I think we can do this. We wouldn't normally have, you know, Bolt 2. That's kind of the difference maker here. Is it supposed to be Fencer or Fence? Or is that a person's name? There's so much you could ask about this game and its localization choices. I don't remember what that is in War of the Lions. Sand rats. You think it's his name? His name is Fencer? Like a different version of Spencer? Yeah, I think of him as a fence based on kind of the environment, but then again he's a knight. Look at that, that's funny. Normally Algus and Delita go up the wall, but they got very little movement, and I'm in their way. So. There's one archer that doesn't have a bow in this battle, I seem to recall. I wonder which one it is. It's not the one on top. That guy's a jerk. You know, from one point of view, that's just free Archer JP. I mean, Chemist JP. Up the wall or forward? You have lots of hit points. Go stand there and look pretty. Go kill someone. Seeing as they're all the same turn order, why wouldn't I use the second one? Well, I guess there is a reason. If the first one, I'll kill him. And it will. You know what would be a fun thing to do? Charm that knight. Because I got weird cross-dressing Rams at Ferris. That'd be fun. Let's see if it works. I need to slaughter the black mage. It'd be cool. Ah, darn. That would have been kind of neat though, right? There you go, jerk archer. Getting a lot of the incantations displaying. That's interesting. Boy, you guys don't have a lot of hit points, you naked chemists. Ooh. How about now, sucker? I have caution. Hey, it might actually make a difference. It did! That's cool. Oh. Extra caution. That's one of those abilities that I've never really used, but it's very likely to be more useful than Catch and Gilgame Heart. I'll probably have it on for much of the game, frankly. I don't know if it's... I see Gilgame thinking of that turtle thing from Final Fantasy V, which I think is the point, the reference. What do I do to make this matter? That's not that strong. Must be bad Zodiac. Thanks for coming, guys. Well, this archer without a weapon is not very threatening, but this knight is. Counter tackle. The way I see it is if I get tackled down the stairs. Yeah, see? That was like free movement. He moved me one space on purpose. I wanted to move on purpose is what I'm trying to say. I keep thinking that's going to be really exciting, but then it isn't. Oh, I don't want to move there. That invites trouble. Well, oh, that's not good. They are kind of clumping together, though, aren't they? Oh, David, the archer without a bow. Can I one-shot that guy? That would be nice. I think I probably can. Yeah, nice. I might have wanted to be more careful with the timing of that one. Hey, look at the odds on that. I wonder why that's working so well. I feel like all my status effect type spells have been have had good accuracy. Usually I find like the protect spell doesn't work half the time. I gave them a starting faith, but it's nothing crazy. It's 70 or something. One of the minor hacks I applied, there's that thing that was in the sidebar that said a couple minor hacks applied. One was the removal of the permanent Brave and Faith modifications. So we should just always have the same Brave and Faith, possibly outside of those plot things that affect it in a minor way. Hey, this is going pretty well. Near maximum starting faith, but not, you know, 90 or something like that. Well, 90, most people don't do 90 anyway, but... Does this guy have Phoenix down? I think he does. Darn right he got a level. Turn 4. Please work this time. Come on, it'll be fun. Yay! Oh, it's above maximum normal. Okay, now I feel bad about that, but you know what? I'm not going to say that it ruins the nature of this playthrough. 74 on a starting character. I like the nice round 75. Come on. It's already a novelty playthrough. I've got this archer on my team. It's gonna be great. You'll see, buddy. It's gonna be great. Oh, I don't have enough energy. That's somewhat of a drag, but not really that bad. It's fitting for a mage character and not overboard. Okay, I'm glad to hear your approval on that. How badly can we slaughter this guy? It won't be instant. Does Charm end when I smack him, or does it have a chance to end when I smack him? If I keep doing this, it's not going to matter much anyway. Oh. Oh, darn. I should probably feel bad about that. No. I know that the knight has access to Phoenix down. Yeah, go on Save Fading Light and see what happens. Nothing. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's going right into the water. And he's going to throw rocks at me from the water. Cool. Good job, McPherson. How about you? Should we just end the battle? How much? Okay, we got a 3 counter on the Black Mage. No, that was improbable. Well, we got a couple solutions here. Oh, I thought you were gonna go get the crystal. See, I never should have put her on auto battle. That was a big mistake. Well, the archer is quite a bit slower than usual, because he lost 2 speed at a point in the game where 6 speed is a fair bit. So we can run around and get chests and good clothes. Nice. Yeah, I could prolong this for a really long time and probably shouldn't. And she's gonna keep using all my potions. I don't know why I bothered putting her on auto battle. That was a mistake. I think we've learned that now. Let's fix it. Oh. Does this end the battle? I'm not sure. Yeah, it does. There we go. Dorter wasn't as bad as I kept making it sound like it would be. We got an iron sword. I forget if that has a competitive evasion rate or what. Dorter is fine if you have chemists. Well, I had 2 chemists. They just happened to be naked and stupid. I remember having a lot of bad times with Dorter in my first few playthroughs. I don't know exactly what I was doing wrong. I might have been trying to use archers early. And when you're going up the tower of boxes with crossbows, it doesn't go necessarily that well. So what's the next battle I need to dread? Wygraph? One of the minor modifications I made was I took maintenance off of Wygraph just to see if there's another path that's more interesting. That was it. I thought, what will happen if Ramza is able to steal his sword in that battle? I don't think it'd be easy. I'm trying not to make arbitrary changes. It was a matter of interest, really. And I hope I'm not abusing my powers. That's not the point. Boy, Ramza sure wasn't effective in that battle. Chemist and Knight. Well, no, you got nothing. Chemist and Priest. Nothing. Wizard, you did some things. Look at that, you can learn different stuff. What do we want? I think maybe I'll wait for magic attack up. There's nothing else really calling out to me. Okay, I'm probably going to do one more battle and then go to bed. Does Ramza assume a default position in this battle? The best thing Ramza did in that Dorder battle was having his caution activate and then dodge an arrow to the face and then assume caution again. It was kind of cool. The first time and possibly last time I've seen caution be especially useful. But, you know, maybe I'll see it more, because normally I wouldn't use that after I have, say, counter or something. Even Regenerator I'd probably use over caution, but in this playthrough it's just going to make a sort of sense. First look at monks. You had a good run, Aldous. Not have a good run, Delita. How am I going to get Chemist JP at this rate? That'll be fun. So that fires after Lena moves. Let's do that. Surprisingly not that strong. Let's do it anyway. Turn off learning skills from crystals? Yeah, I did. I wanted little bits of chemist access in the interest of being Final Fantasy-like. Which is not to say this game isn't Final Fantasy-like, or that, you know, item usage is assumed, but in most games it is. I don't have any illusions that people are going to master Chemist, but basically any time there's a guest in the party, they're going to come in as a Chemist. And my hope is they'll gain little bits of JP, but maybe they won't. So I wonder what that idea is. What is that archer doing? Clearing charm? No, that would be foolish. I don't want to leave the black mage open, so... Yeah, I turned off learning skills from crystals. That clears charm? So I don't know, if I really feel like I need more skills for chemists, maybe I would just start outfitting my guests. Yeah, I kind of thought he was going to go next. It's quite funny. The monk getting hurt by his archer casting fire on him. I think we can all just stay here forever. I don't want to get a bunch of reaction support and movement abilities that I can't legally equip, so I kind of wanted to minimize the number of skills I was able to learn. So I turned off learning skills from crystals. It could prevent me from making a mistake. I don't know. That was really it. But basically, when I was doing the minor hacking I was doing, I opened up FFT Orgasm and kind of thought, this could be useful without breaking anything, and that was the basis of all of my decision making. But I only checked off a couple things. That's fun. Was he hit through a wall? It sure looked like he was hit through a wall. Oh, nice. We got another one of these set up. Wow. He actually used defend, too. He got level 4. That's exciting. Yeah, even this battle's pretty easy, isn't it? I thought I'd have to make some significant tactical changes in the nature of this playthrough. But, maybe not. Not in the early going. I'm not crazy overpowered or anything, I don't think. Wizard is super good in Chapter 1. Well, yeah, I haven't even got the elemental rods yet. I haven't got magic attack up yet. It's gonna get crazy. Or crazier. Struggle a bit in Chapter 2? Yeah, maybe. When they start having summoners, maybe. But even then, in the plot battles, there aren't that many summoners. There are other things. It's funny fighting monks and not seeing all the awesome monk abilities. Then again, the AI usually picks pretty stupid abilities to master, right? This is basically me prolonging the battle until I can get treasure chests, which is probably not very necessary. They're not really going to have any better equipment than I have, right? Oh, Spin Fist, good move. That was without caution. Ah, Hannibal. I knew ye well. I'll kill this guy because he's closer to dying. And I'm not going to wait around for everything. I just kind of thought, treasure, why not? That poor guy's name is Fink. There are some dumb automatically generated names in these games. Same with the Ogre series. Well, there's always someone named Apple. And then it ended up being a not random name in Suikoden. Oh yeah, I got that iron sword and never equipped it. Oh well. I can't steel hard at that range, can I? No. Too bad, that would have been kind of fun. I considered turning off spillover JP, but it's not really that harmful. It's not harmful at all, I should say. It's just, again, mainly a matter of how easy it is to follow my own rules. We never end up seeing any sand rats. I wonder if they're threatening, or is the idea that Algus is just a bit of a coward? I guess that is the idea. He's a noble. Nobles aren't exposed to things like sand rats. Oh, that's fun. She wants Elgus to live. She obviously doesn't know what happens in a few battles. Took longer than I thought, he says, insulting me. I did draw that out. I should probably stop drawing it out. I don't need to be over-leveled. And yet, here we are. That's funny, my characters have been hit by swords many, many times in the game. Darn lack of plot death. I mean, it makes sense. It's a suspension of real-world mechanics to make the game not horrible. I guess if we all wanted things to be realistic, Bushido Blade would have been better than Tekken back in the early PlayStation days. Did they ever explain why this fellow becomes a vampire? Like, he's normal right now. He's normal at one of the chapter intermissions as well. Nothing. Nothing. Cure 2. Asuna could be... Asuna's almost certainly useful. You should probably get Asuna. Wizard... We'll hold out for magic power up. He was dying there and made it... Really? That's an interesting thing to think. There could be an implication of that, but it would be a fairly subtle implication, don't you think? Well, that's probably worth it. That would make a sort of sense. I agree. Okay. With that, it's a weeknight. I have work to do tomorrow. There's a chance I'll be waking up early. I'm going to be all done. I haven't streamed in a couple weeks, so it was good to be back. I'm glad I had a little bit of company. So, the next time you see him, he is already... you see him in one of those cutscenes between chapters, though. I was pretty sure he was normal. I guess there's no real way to tell. You might be right anyway. It sounds like you know this game pretty well. And maybe I should just roll with that. Yeah, so, oh, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna be done for today, and, thanks for joining me. This will be fun. Gonna end up keep going, and my intention is to play through the whole game like this. I've got a bit of a track record now, right? Okay. Let's find someone to host, and, we'll get out of here. Thanks again for joining me.
Count as a kill? Well, it counts as capture, but yes. That's why you get the capture message still. No, you still gain everything if